Hey friends, welcome back to the Gubba Homestead. I'm Gubba, and today I am going to be showing you how you can clean your sheepskins, your natural fibers like wool, even wool sweaters, in the snow. This is a traditional method of cleaning natural fibers, your sheepskins. And I gotta tell you, yesterday I did it with the blanket that I sleep with. It's a larger blanket. And it is incredible. It cleaned it up, it fluffed it up. And so we are going to be doing this with this other sheepskin that I have.
So right here I have this small sheepskin on my large sheepskin, which I snow washed yesterday, but you can see how it is a bit ragged. The fibers are separated versus the nice snow washed one. It's all smooth and fluffy. So this is before snow washing, and then this is after. So I put it back in the same spot. You can see it's fluffy. The fibers are no longer separated. It's uniform, and it is just absolutely so beautiful. So it's neat that this technique can do it. So that is your little before and after of the process that we are doing today.
And so we are going to be doing this with this other sheepskin that I have. Before we get started snow washing our sheepskin, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss another video again. So the first thing to know about snow washing is you want to have fresh snow. So it just snowed last night. This is fresh, it's not dirty. So this is not a dirty area with dirt or mud or grime. Over by my beehives where there is untouched snow, there's a lot of bee bodies because they're cleaning out their hives right now. So I wouldn't do it over there. I wouldn't do it where animals have been. So I'm in my garden where deer can't get in, my dogs aren't in here, and this is just a clean area of snow. Fluffier snow, the better. This is already, because the temperature is warming up, it is getting a bit more dense, but it's still fluffy on top. All we're going to do is we're just going to shovel snow onto the sheepskin. And I know this seems so crazy. It's like, what? You're putting snow onto it? Like you're gonna make it wet? What's interesting though is snow in the snowflakes, the individual snowflakes, they naturally have jagged edges in the snow crystals, and those jagged edges are what help bring debris and other dirt and oils to the surface. And I watched this in real time yesterday with my larger blanket. So you just rub the snow in. And by doing this, when you rub the snow into the pelt, those snowflakes are going to bring the dirt to the surface. It's interesting because I already see dirt climbing to the surface because of those jagged edges that work the dirt up. So you just work the snow in, and you can use gloves. This is cold, but to me it feels nice. You can alternatively flip your rug, your blanket, whatever over into the snow like this and just rub it in. So it really gets snow into the sheepskin. And the leather can get wet, and that's why we are going to dry this, because it gets wet as well. So then just flip it back over and just work it in. It's so neat that there's a natural system, natural and traditional system, to clean these fibers, because say I threw this into the washing machine, used harsh chemicals on it, it's going to ruin this. And when you water wash, it can affect the lanolin, but doing snow washing, it actually preserves the lanolin. And you want that because the lanolin connects with your skin. What's so neat about these natural fibers is they have frequencies that are healing to the body, soothing to the body. That's why I like to sleep on sheepskin. This I just have on my couch. And I gotta say, if you have wool sweaters, wool rugs, this is hands down the best way to clean it because it gets it so fluffy and so nice. And even right here, as I'm rubbing, I'm seeing these debris come up to the surface. There's nothing too crazy in this little pelt like there was for my big sheepskin. There was a lot more debris in that because it has more traffic. And so I would say this is pretty good. Just gonna give it a shake out. And now we're going to let it dry. So you have a few options when it comes to drying. Let me show you. So after you have snow washed your pelt, your blankets, your wool, whatever, you want it to dry. It's important though to not have it in direct sunlight, as that could create uneven drying and affect the leather. It's best to dry it in shade where it's well ventilated. If you want to dry it inside too, you absolutely can. Again, you do not want direct heat on it, so like a vent or by a wood stove. That direct heat can affect the leather and the shape and the texture. You want it to just dry where it's well ventilated. You could put a fan on it, hang it outside on a line. So I will show you. I'm just going to briefly hang it up out here. I'm a bit nervous about birds dropping onto my sheepskin. That's why I didn't leave my other blanket out here for too long. But we are just going to hang this over the fence, let the little breeze do its work, and then lightly brush it out as it dries, and then we'll take it inside for the remainder of the time. So as you can see, it ideally is good to have some space between the front and the back. You wouldn't want them to be completely sandwiched because no air is going to flow through the sheepskin. And now we're just going to, you can use your hand or again a brush. You'll want to lightly brush this out, but just get the snow out on both sides. You want to do this, just rub it out and you'll watch the debris come to the surface, which is so cool. And that's it. I let this sit outside in air for just a little bit longer. And all I'm going to do now is just move it inside, set it on the couch. So I will put a blanket and then put this on top of the blanket. And then I'm just going to shake throughout the evening until the leather side is dry. And if you guys could smell this, it smells so fresh. I think it's so neat that there is a traditional way of using nature to clean something that nature has given us. So if you think of our animals, like my dogs, they love to go and roll around in the snow. And now it makes so much more sense to me because they are cleaning out their coats, just like I saw with my sheepskin and how clean this is, and it's already getting fluffy. It's definitely not gonna take as long as my other one to dry. So I just wanna say thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope this was helpful and informative. I thought this was just so neat, and to be able to utilize natural resources and preserve something that is so natural and beautiful and healing and soothing. So thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.